What's good, YouTube? This your man Spill Dog. Boy, it went around. I guess it went 2 rounds longer than I thought it would. Tank got him up out of there in the 6th round, but it was a good fight, man. It was a good fight. Rolly did a little bit better than I thought he would, especially in the early rounds. I thought the knockout might have came earlier because I thought Rolly was gonna press him hard in the first round and really go for a knockout and force Tank to have to put some heavy shots on him, but no, he really didn't. It was more of a boxing match in the beginning than I actually expected out of Rolly. I truly think. Now I might be wrong, but I think Tank might have carried him for a couple of rounds. I don't know if he bet on himself or not, but I knew it wasn't no way that Rolly got too many gaps in his defense, and he a little too slow on the footwork side. The referee saved him from getting hurt real bad in this fight because he was if had they let it go on, he was gonna get fucked up real bad. But it still was a good fight, and I would say Rolly ain't got nothing to be ashamed of. He lasted 6 rounds with a pound for pound great. He had no business in the ring tonight. He talked his way into it, and his 5 minutes of fame over with. But he did, he didn't come in there and embarrass himself. He did come in there, and hell, he won a couple of rounds. I would give him the at least at least two of the first 2 or 3 of them rounds. I mean, just being real, he did much better than I thought he would. But that's why I say I feel like Tank might have just. I think he was trying to get him to gas out a little bit, take him in a little deeper waters. But if you look at the videos I made, I knew at some point he was gonna run into something, and probably Tank did too, man. Rolly just too green. I blame his team for this because they had no business putting him in this fight. He was not ready to fight a fighter like Tank on this level, and he don't really had no amateur background, so his team set him up for failure on the real. I have to give Raleigh a lot of credit just for hanging in there like he did and landing some good shots. I think he got Tank respect a couple of times for some of the punches he threw in there, but like I said, leading up to the fight, Tank is a seasoned veteran at this point. He just young. He been in big fights. He done been in there with good fighters, Pedraza, Gamboa, Pitbull. I mean, he's fought much better competition in an amateur and pros in comparison to what Riley been in the ring with. So it happened the way most people thought it would. It just took a little longer. I'm quite sure most of the money was on the first 3 round 1 to 3 round knockout somewhere in there. But it went 6. I didn't see it. I couldn't find myself seeing it go more than 5. But he lasted around longer than I thought he would. And like I say, man, you gotta give Riley credit, man. He was in there with a killer, and he did the best he could. I mean, he didn't have no business in that ring with Tank tonight. So hopefully this don't mess up his confidence and derail his development going forward. But I just wish his team would have been more patient because the boy definitely got charisma and he's definitely marketable. But you got to get his skills on board with his marketability, and that way it ain't just talk when he out there, where he can actually go in there and do some of the shit he's saying he do. Yeah, but that's it for me on this video. If you like the video, hit the like and subscribe. Till next time, it's your boy Spill Dog. I'm out.